Nostalgia is going to be the death of me. I don't know if it's just me, but I've been feeling way more nostalgic than I ever have in the past. Maybe this is partly due to the fact that I just turned into an adult and I just graduated high school about a year ago, and so that's why. But man, I just can't help but feel nostalgic whenever I see a Prime Fortnite video. Like, please take me back, man. And I get that high school and childhood are like nostalgic parts of anyone's life, right? But like, man, how do I deal with that after I turn an adult? Because like, you really don't know how good, I guess, a period of your life was until you think back on it. That's like nostalgia, right? And I'm like, man, it was so good, man. And I think it's partly because you know that you're never going to have that experience again. When you're in high school, day to day you're like, oh my goodness, I gotta go to school for another week, or I gotta go to school again. Oh my goodness. But when you're an adult, like, or like when you graduated, you're like, oh my goodness, that was actually pretty fun. I know this is like not for everybody, but that's just how I felt, right? And I think nothing encapsulates this better, or like how I feel, than 25-21, the Korean drama. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's one of the best shows out there, in my opinion, and it really encapsulates, youth and nostalgia. 25-21 takes place in two different, I guess, periods of time. When the main character actually grew up, and when the main character was a teenager. And it mainly focuses on the teenage life of the main character, right? And me seeing, I guess, her progress through her life. I watched this as soon as I graduated high school. Like, man, it was so like energetic. It was so vibrant. And if you can contrast that with, I guess, her life in the present time, right? It's such a night and day difference. And like, man, like, how would I deal with that? Because obviously, I think, the story, right, it shows that she's still happy in the present. But like, you see the experiences she had when she was a teenager, all the great friendships and like experiences that she had when she was a teenager that she will never have. I'm just like, man, how can I take that? Like, I'm not even that old. Maybe I am. I think compared to like the average TikTok watcher, yeah, probably. But I'm not even that old, and I'm like, bro, am I really gonna feel this way towards my teenage years for the rest of my life? Like, am I really gonna feel like, oh my goodness, this was a great period of life, and I'm just gonna have to deal with that? Like, I'm gonna have to deal with, oh, I'm never going to ever get these moments again? Because let me like circle back to the Korean drama, right? In the present, she doesn't have the same friendship she has in her teenage years. She doesn't have, I guess, the same job as she did in her teenage years. And like, the show shows the friendships and her job as something that's so like something that's very great. And like, now she reminisces about that, and I'm like, dang, that's what I'm gonna do too. And I'm just like, bro, am I ready to take that? Like, please just take me back, man. And I don't know if I'm weird compared to other people for thinking this, but like, I've always I've always hated the fact that time is, I guess, straightforward. Like, I've always enjoyed time travel, media, books, whatever, shows, like whatever. And I've always wanted time control because, man, like, I just want to go back. Even at like 4 years old, which I was feeling nostalgic for my like 3-year-old self. And when I'm like in college, second semester, I felt nostalgic for my first semester, even though like that was like the second week of my second semester. I don't know, man. This is just some random thoughts that I've been having. Like, bro, nostalgia is really going to hurt me when I'm older, man. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and as always, take care.